Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep ripping live until there's nothing left in me. Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. DC, that B4L, ripping that star, I do it so well. It's Puma on the toes, but the stars on the clothes. I'm Starboy, fresh at the DF Dub. Yeah, I'm a hard hitter. Don't stay to fit, it'll ego hit you. What is you saying, man? Look at the swag. Please do forgive the brag. I'ma pull up later in the Cowboy jag. Don't you slip on the drip, I'm flossing the sauce. Go so hard for the star. Yeah, that be win, lose, or draw. If you take a L, get the F off my block. Cowboys win. Guachos, pour up the shots. Really can't help it, got a star status. Even got it tatted on my arm. Yes, we be 5 green strongs. Left a little room cause it's quest for the SIDS. Starboy really reppin' this shit. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep ripping loud until there's no more left in me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep ripping loud until there's nothing left in me. Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys to the death for me.
Yeah, tell me who the #1 fan. Yeah, Mr. Westside, I'm the man. Dallas Cowboys from my head to the toes. They better recognize who the fuck I am. Damn, haters run their mouth like a bitch when they team ain't shit and my team stay lit. Yeah, I'm about to rep this shit to the day I die in an all blue casket. If you wanna get with a club with love, tell Star Status Westside sent ya. Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame. Emmett Smith is our main. Game time, prime time, all the time. Your team ain't never on TV like mine.
What's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast. I'm gonna have to put an outro at the end of that video. I have no clue when that video ends, but I love it. Hey, shout out to my boy Star Beezy.
What up, Star?
One of the baddest, my boy who produced that song. Appreciate you, real ass Cowboy fan. My boy Starboy, appreciate you. He got a whole catalog of Cowboy fans. He got a Bird Gang Killer, Bird Gang Killer. You know what I'm saying?
What up, Star Breezy?
That's one of my favorite songs. But yeah, man, salute to him. Appreciate the big time show showing you some love.
What's up with you, man?
So appreciate you, my boy, always at giving more hey, we all do content some way. We all add something great to this nation, you know what I'm saying? He provides music, I provide content, and what do you guys provide? You guys provide a great listening and a community. That's what you guys provide. You guys provide a community. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So we're all a part of this community. You feel me? We all a part of this community. Hey, shout out to everybody that watched the rewatch of the Tony Casillas interview this morning that was put on by HTM Sports. It was all of us that put in on it, but he hosted the rewatch of it. So appreciate him for putting that out. If you watched that this morning, man, it was a really good interview. Took place this time last year. It was actually very prevalent because, you know, at the time we talked to Tony Casillas, we couldn't stop the run. And guess what? We still can. That has not changed. So
ain't nothing changed.
Ain't nothing changed. So it's amazing when you can go back a year and find content that's relevant for the day. I don't know if that's a positive thing or a negative thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Hey, look, sometimes my job is just to point at the truth. You know what I'm saying? I ain't to explain it. You know what I'm saying? Like what they say, Your Honor, I have never seen this man.
They also say you can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So I appreciate y'all. And let's hey, you guys already know whenever Let's Goes goes live, wherever you go live at. Damn it, I forgot to send the link to Henny. God damn it.
You can, you good.
I know, but he ain't gonna be able to add his channels.
Oh.
Damn it. Hey, y'all tell Henny I forgot. I just forgot. My bad. But I'm gonna try to see if he can still add it while I'm live. I know it might not.
I don't think you can, but if we just gotta have him in, Doc, we can tell these people we'll see you back in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'll see if he gonna. I'll text him and see if he gonna come on. But yeah, man. And no matter what, as soon as I see him in the comment box, I'll tell him. But no matter what, we do got some folks up in the building. We do got my OG there. Look, man, that's a real OG right there. Triple OG, matter of fact, triple OG.
Sure.
He at just like Big Time Show, he has entered the realm of gray. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
That's that real. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah.
Because at some point in your life, you get to a point where gray look better on you than black.
Well, at some and you know, and just be truthful. At some point, you got to just stop lying. You know what I'm talking about? Just stop lying. So you know, folk die, put all the dye and stuff. Folks, you know, want to shave all the hair off their face. It is what it is.
Be who
Embrace it.
you are. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
embrace it, man. Yeah, I'm 51. I'm
Yeah,
good.
be who you is. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But yeah, hey, great. Hey, real quick though, you know, already know whenever we get up in here, man, it's a couple things we like to do. First things we like to do is we like to tell everybody where we're from. I'm West Coast Cowboy. This is the Big Time Show. We're gonna be your host for the next hour. We're gonna give y'all some great content, man. What I need y'all to do with that content, first off and first more, is I need you guys to hit that share button. What does that mean? I need you guys to aggressively hit the share button. Kyron, on all Madden, it wiggles like that, so you got to actually remember to play. So make sure if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit that share button, hit that star button, and let's have ourselves a good show. Hey, real quick, I'm gonna give y'all some shout outs. I'm gonna give y'all some shout outs. What's up with you, Miss Hubs? Give y'all some shout outs real quick. I got Ashley Brooks in the building. Hey, we gotta give her a sound effect real quick. It's one of my give her a sound effects.
Hey, Miss Ashley. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you. Ashley Brooks, what's up with you? Courtney Smith, what's up with you? Joseph Warren, what's up with you? I think she got Paris on her. That's why I didn't recognize it at first. T Smooth, what's up with you?
Yeah.
Justin Kitchens, what's up with you? Regina Green with the green, what's up with you? Miss Rose, what's up with you? Eastside Hurl, I'm gonna be nice to you first, so you should be nice. So if you be rude to me, you're never really rude to. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm just saying this, Eastside. You actually a really good dude, bro. So I'm gonna put your thing up there, man. Cause hey, listen, some of y'all Cowboy fans need to rep the Cowboys like Eastside Hurl rep his team. And what I mean is he's a Texans fan, and y'all don't even be knowing it because he be repping so hard. It be sounding like he a Cowboy fan sometime, right? That's what I be saying. I need that.
He is a Cowboy fan. He stay on our channel.
He is low key a Cowboy fan though.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
He low key is a Cowboy fan. I ain't gonna lie. Eastside,
Definitely is that.
you low key a Cowboy. I'm just saying, like if you don't like pork, but you always at the butcher.
You always got sausage in your plate.
Yeah.
You are
I'm just
a pork lover.
You're a pork lover, bro. I'm just saying. He said he don't like eating. He just like the way it smells.
He don't like the Cowboys, but he always on the
you know what I'm saying?
Cowboys channel.
You know what he said? Hey, you hear me, OG? He said he don't like to eat it. He just like the way it smells. He just like being just like being in the ambiance. You know what I'm
Sooner or
saying?
later, you keep smelling, you're gonna want to take a bite.
You know, I'm gonna tell you this right here. I went to my cousin, man, my little baby cousin. You know what I'm saying? Brittany Washington. She's a PR former beauty queen and everything. She's one of the. She's good. She's a legitimately uppity person though. Like she's not a lowity person trying to act uppity. She a real for sure uppity. This is how she is. You know what I'm saying? Genuine person in the world. Let me tell you, for her birthday, we went to a vegan. This is one of the times when she decided to be vegan. We went to a vegan restaurant, man, and we're walking around. I'm sitting down. I didn't even know it was a vegan restaurant. Y'all know I don't be paying attention to half the stuff I do. I just, hey, it's food. I'm gonna hit me a little man. I'm gonna go up in there. Shout out Road Shops. I'm gonna go up in there and I'm gonna be good. Whatever it is, I'm gonna eat it down. Man, I go up in there, man. I'm chilling. It's a good vibe. I'm looking. First thing I noticed is everybody was skinny. I was like, this is kind of crazy. All these people skinny in a goddamn restaurant. It's a bunch of skinny for everybody face sucked them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, whatever. Maybe they just ain't eating as good or something. You know what I'm saying? So I sit down, you know, man, my general rule of thought is if you ain't never been to the restaurant, order chicken strips, right? Because I'm just saying, you can't go wrong with chicken strips unless your microwave is broke. Right, OG? That's what I'm thinking. It's a new restaurant. There's no way they can mess up chicken strips. So I say, yeah, man, I'm going to get some chicken strips. They bring the chicken strips out to me. OG, they just a sizzling and a popping. Sizzling and a popping. Sizzling and a popping. I said, ooh, these about to be good. I'm about to eat these. OG, I went to break one of them chicken strips in half. It was green in the inside. I said, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. And this is what I learned, man. Just like Eastside Hurl, some of y'all just like the feeling.
Yeah. That's all.
You know what I'm saying? You don't really want you know what I'm saying? Like you just like the feeling of that real. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I get it.
He got on his phone now, notifications live. He got about 6 or 7 of us. that he just automatically, it just come on live. I told you, he don't even watch his own team podcast. I told him I'm gonna search for one, a good, real good one. Maybe he can go over there. I told him he ought to start his own show.
Hey, bro,
As
listen
much
to
as
me.
he talking. As
OG,
much as he talking about
I
him,
was literally, because think about this, Eastside Harold, and after this, I'm going to let you go. We play y'all this year. So your goal should be to start your YouTube channel now, start taking content. So then guess what? When we play you, you will be the third person on here.
Yeah.
And we'll
Put
be
a hashtag Houston Texans. That's all you need to do. Here it comes.
we'll be asking you. So Eastside Harold, what's your thoughts on the Cowboy game?
How you feel like that y'all could take advantage of our defense?
What do you think about that Diggs on Diggs? That Diggs on Diggs, first time in the NFL. Have we ever seen that? Two brothers go against each other.
How does Dalton Schultz, the person who you couldn't stand with the Cowboys, now these Houston Texans, you talk about him like he's an all-pro tight end. How does he become a factor in this game, Eastside? Then you get to tell us, and then we get to tell you what our defense will do against him, and then that's how you make good content.
Yeah, or another one. How does CJ Stroud adjust to the NFL now that the NFL has 19 games of film on him? Listen to me, Esau. What we really saying is you got a lot of stuff you could be doing right now outside of watching Cowboy content. I'm not saying don't watch us. I'm just saying you need another phone so you could be doing the stuff for your team on another phone. Because listen to me, where the 2-phone gang at? Right here. Here you go. I got one right here. I got another one up here somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm talking about. Hey, it's called multitasking, baby. and I'm gonna tell you, Eastside Harold, your team needs you because I don't know of any content creator.
I don't know if Houston Texans one.
Like this.
I actually looked in the groups and I saw it. I typed in on Facebook Houston Texans football groups. I saw about 15 of them, and I don't know what's on the pages. But I'm quite sure out of those 15 pages, somebody's doing content about the Houston Texans. So it's wide open, man. It's wide open.
And guess what? I'm going to tell you this right here. If we don't know who they are, that means one or two things. One, they don't exist. Or two, they're not really good. I'm just being honest with you.
Yeah.
Because I know of all the good content creators. I don't give a damn what your name. Because content creators, at the end of the day, the season all turns off at the same day for us. All of us. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and the other truth of the matter is, look, the Houston Texans, they're not that many fans except in Houston. Let's just be honest. It's not a national, you know what I'm saying? It's not a national fan base. So most of the fans of the Houston Texans reside in Houston, Texas. It's really that simple. You ain't nationwide. You just local. You understand?
And most of the Houston fans is on the east side.
Yeah, on the east side of Houston.
Side of Houston. Put the guns away, yuck.
I mean, I'm just telling the truth, man. I mean, look, Houston ain't got no fans, man. They got some now. You got some bandwagon fans because y'all got a pretty good, nice little team that's developing there. So you gonna have them bandwagon. So it's a good time for you while y'all on the rise to go ahead and take over the Houston Texans podcasting system. It's a perfect time for it.
Yeah,
I help you out. I'll tell you all what you need.
Every Houston Texans fan who they second team, they all say the Cowboys. You ask who the Dallas Cowboys are, they're going to say the Dallas Cowboys. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? What up, Barry? I see you in the building. West Coast Show content for the regular. What's up with you, my boy? What's up, Daniel Barry Sports Highlights? Daniel Barry, I need to see some highlights, man. What are you talking about? Give me some highlights so I can put in my show. Chris Hegan, what's up with you? Eastside Harold 2.0. What up, boy? Gregory Davis, Joe Tranchina, what's up with you? Chris, what's up with you? Hey, man, don't get it twisted. I got mad love for Eastside Harold, so if you slip up, don't Cowboy fans, I got mad love from don't get your sandwich ate messing with another dude, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Wes, I believe you know, I think you know, but just in case you don't, we got to give recognition to Joe Tracina over there. He's watching from Italy. He's in Italy right now. That's where he lives.
Yeah, I know. So, Joe been watching in Italy for about
man,
for a minute now.
We're international right now, baby.
How far are you from Aviano? I was in Aviano, Joe. I was at Aviano Air Base. One of the most beautiful places in the world there in Barcelona. Yeah. For sure. Two of the most beautiful. San Antonio, I'm going to tell you this right now. San Antonio's up there too. Because if you ever been to San Antonio downtown, it is a very, very, very
closest I've been is Fort Hood, Texas, when I was in the Army.
Ooh.
Fort Hood ain't nothing like San Antonio. You know, it's all right. You know, but you got to drive to
You was
get
out there
to
for
the
medical or
Lowe's.
what? Like a
Huh?
medical job? You was out there for a medical job? No, that's Shepherd. Everybody. Shepherd is where the hospital is.
I was 51 kilo electrician and slash plumber.
So you can always tell the non-Air Forces because they be like 51, 57.
Yeah,
Air
yeah,
Force,
yeah,
what was your
yeah.
job?
I'm
I was
Army.
a cop. I
Yeah,
was a cop.
yeah.
I was just saying, like, you can always tell, like what branch people was in.
Yeah,
Angry
man.
Cowboy, about to send him a link, send him a link, send him a link, send him a link, send him a
Angry
link.
Cowboy in the house.
Angry Cowboy in the house, send him a link. Send him a link. If you got Wi-Fi, if you got internet, you're eligible to come on this show. Send him a link.
I mean,
You
you
gonna
the
send it to
one
me?
hosting, Wes. You got to send them the link.
Oh yeah, I'm tripping. I don't. I'm all right. So I'm gonna send it to you, and then you send it to him. Let me see.
Okay.
Because I know I know I'm friends with him on Facebook or somewhere. I just don't know exactly where. Just like landlord, it takes me 5
He go by the same handle. Angry
Okay.
Cowboy fan.
Cause see,
On
man,
that.
'cause let me tell you, it takes me 10 minutes to find landlord every time I gotta send him a link. Cause I always
Yeah.
forget that what his real name is. I'll be like,
Your
okay.
best bet just send him on what it is on his phone number.
I just sent it to you.
Yeah, you just sent it to me.
I just
Okay,
sent it to you.
I got you. All right,
Hey,
all right,
man,
Angry Cowboy fan. I know you there. Here we come.
if you
I'm
can hop
going to
in, hop
send
in.
this to your. I'm going to send this to your messenger.
Oh, OG Darren lived in Amarillo, Texas back in 2022. Hey man, if you're a Southern California Cowboy, oh damn it. If you're a Cowboy fan, I'm trying to have a dope watch party at my house, man, to kick the season off. I'm gonna talk about it, start talking about it now. So, to let y'all
Just
know.
sent it, Angry Cowboy fan. Just sent it to you. All right, we'll be joined in momentarily by another fire content creator in a minute.
What's up, Macy Nelson? What's up with you? What's up with you? Appreciate you. Chris Hegan, he says Cowboy. Hey, let's go ahead and jump into something. Let's real quick. Let's go ahead and jump into something real quick.
Go ahead.
We started this conversation yesterday. We're gonna go ahead and finish it up. We're gonna talk about first thing is first thing. We're gonna talk about your head coach getting thrown in some booze. Mike McCarthy woke up to dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Could you imagine being Mike McCarthy and woke up to? Well, actually, I'm gonna say this.
That's what he
Could you
walked
imagine
into.
just being famous in general and waking up to something that someone said you said and you didn't say it? That has to be
Yeah.
crazy, right?
And the country run with it.
Like that has to be crazy.
He can't be this stupid. He can't be this stupid.
So
can't.
go ahead and let them know what was said, OG, and we'll go from there.
Well, I'm quite sure everybody knows because everybody kind of did some content on it, or you read the article in which it's reported that Coach McCarthy is fed up with Jerry Jones. Nobody has a direct quote after sitting there. I did a show myself on it. I came from the standpoint of what if it is true. I didn't say it was true. I just said, let's just play the part like it was true. But in the report, it's really just saying that he's sick of Jerry undermining him. It didn't say in what area is he undermining him. You more kind of left a general statement with that. But if it is true, I came from the standpoint of saying, well, it's a little bit too late to be griping and complaining now. Because the truth be told, I think we all know that Mike just about is out the door. I don't think it's nothing he could do to keep his job, to be honest with y'all, because, even let's just say he wins the Super Bowl. Well, if he's on the last year deal, I mean, he's only getting paid $4 million this year. If he wins the Super Bowl, what in the world y'all think he gonna ask for? I mean, and they ain't gonna pay him no $16, $17 million. The only reason why I threw that up is because that's what Jim Harbaugh with the Chargers getting paid. Mike Tomlin, I believe, just got 14 with the Steelers, if I'm not mistaken, on reeing up with him. So you can imagine what a Super Bowl winning coach would ask for and would be eligible to get it. So, Jerry ain't gonna pay that. But we all know that anything less, and this is what the standard is for the fan base. Like, is it a wild card round to keep his job? Is it a divisional round? Well, those things he's already done. So you figure to be the NFC Championship game minimum for him before we can even start maybe even having a discussion. But I want to go this route. Most of y'all saw the article. Forget that, Wes. My thing is this, man. Why you want to fire him? I mean, I'm just gonna go that route. The man has changed the culture. The man has won. The man has won 12 straight games, and the only reason why he didn't win the year before that, because Dak was hurt with the broken ankle. Other than that, he's double-digit wins every year. He's won division championships. He has carried this team to 3 straight playoff appearances, something that we're really not used to in Dallas these last few years. This dude is obviously, look, number one, whether you want to give Kellen Moore credit, that's fine. When Kellen Moore left, the standard did not change. Still the number one offense. I mean, what do you? What does he have to do? Does he really have to win the Super Bowl to keep his job? I mean, come on now. I don't know. It is kind of like, just like Russell said, I don't know why people say the same thing about Dak. I mean, what else y'all want him to do? Good Lord. 30 some touchdowns every year, 4,000 plus yards every year, all pro 1 year, Pro Bowler just about every year. I mean, I know we want the Super Bowl, but there are coaches that are still locked in and hadn't won nowhere near amount as this guy has won as a head coach. He's changed the culture. That got to count for something. Now, if we talking about winning the Super Bowl, shoot, I mean, there's a whole lot of coaches gonna get fired. So I don't know. I understand you getting it, but what's your alternative? Somebody please tell me. It ain't in college. So let's get that right. What is the alternative? If it's Bill Belichick, y'all know that's not gonna happen. He's too strong with personality for Jerry Jones. We don't hire a guy. He don't like guys like him. So it ain't that. Is it Mike Vrabel? Because that's the other name I keep hearing. He kind of have a strong personality too. Let's get that right. So I just want to throw that out there. Like, what does the man got to do? I mean, everybody want him gone, but what you gonna do when he gone? Who you got? What's the replacement? I don't know.
Hey, real quick, if you haven't already, man, make sure you guys hit that QVC code. It's going to allow you guys to hit the subscribe button on all platforms. So make sure you guys hit that QVC code so you can stay tapped in no matter what time we drop, no matter what time we go live, no matter what time we do anything. Sometimes we just go live for 12, 15 minutes. Why? Because things just happen like that. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys never miss out on absolutely anything. Also, let's make sure we get those shares up, man. Let's make sure we get those shares up. Let's hit that share button, hit that share button, hit that share button, no matter where you're watching that. No matter what you're doing right now, make sure you guys aggressively hit that share button. Hit that share button. All right? Hit that share button. Appreciate y'all for that. And then let me slide this down real quick. I mean, this is my little tidbit on the whole Mike McCarthy thing was this, man. I kind of went from the standpoint I don't really believe Mike McCarthy said it. You know what I'm saying? I think that it is a time right now where everybody is trying to get content. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Just like everybody needs content right now. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody needs something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So I think part of this is, someone took something that could realistically be true and put it with something else. You know what I'm saying? And an example, I always give an example of this. You ever heard a rumor about West Coast smoking on a airplane and getting kicked off an airplane? Might be some people that might believe it. Why? Because people have seen me smoke before. You know what I'm saying? But have I ever smoked on an airplane? Hell no, I ain't dumb. I ain't trying to go to prison. Y'all crazy. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? Some people will believe that. Why? Because half of that lie is mixed with some truth. So guess what? Could it be? Is it reasonable that Mike McCarthy could be mad at being undermined? I think everybody in Dallas knows that that's possible. Why? Because Jerry does. But at the same time, I think that some of us don't know what the word undermine means. You only undermine someone that you can't get rid of. Like, I don't undermine. That's like saying I undermine my children. I don't have to undermine my children. I just whoop their butt. I told them to get off.
Because the key word is you got the power.
I have the power. When you're undermining someone, that means you don't have the power. That's why you're going under them and you're not going at them or over them. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're going under them, because you don't have the power to replace them or get them out of here, right? Or to just dissolve whatever it is that you don't like, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Moral of the story is Jerry just doesn't have to undermine himself. Like, unfortunately, Jerry is that dude that literally, listen to me. Jerry is such a I ain't gonna say it, but he is. He's such a thug. They told Jerry, found out how much the commissioner was making, and he said, "Hell no."
He was the only one.
Think of this: out of 32 owners, Jerry Jones was the only one that had a problem with Robert Goodell making $50 million and not touching the football.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what Jerry Jones said? Hell no.
Mm-hmm.
He should not be making as much money as my players or even me, and he is not having to have the responsibility. Jerry did that.
Had the whole NFL on TV the next day because everybody said Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones stopped it. You know what I'm saying? That's how much power he got. Them 31, they ain't called no other name.
Not a one. Not a one. You know what I'm saying? So that's the power that Jerry Jones has in the NFL. So I know Jerry Jones runs. I know, you know what I'm saying? It's old, what they say in the hood, man. If you can't run your woman, how you gonna run your trap? Right? We know for a fact Jerry Jones is running his trap.
Yes, sir.
When you go to Dallas Cowboy Stadium, there is no hint there. You know who all this belongs to. Yeah. This is Jerry stuff. We've always known that about Jerry. Jerry's a very involved person.
Consistently involved.
If anything, y'all say he's too much involved.
Yeah.
So
he's consistent though.
Yeah, and think about this. Jerry Jones fired a 2-time Super Bowl winning champion.
Back to back.
His homeboy. Jerry don't have a problem firing nobody, bro.
No. And he's been consistent for 30 years. So
he's too old to be undermining.
Yeah,
he's short.
We know how he is, so that's nothing new. That's why him taking a coward approach or a backdoor approach, it just don't fit him.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? It just don't fit him because he's too wide open. He says what's on his mind. He may give you a riddle and have you trying to figure out what he's saying, but he's not scared to say it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I don't, after sitting down, that's why I said, I took it from the standpoint of what if it is true. Yeah. I didn't never say that it was true. I was just saying, what if it was true? And I was just saying, well, Mike, you too late. You too late to even complain now, because if you're going to complain, you should have done it in your first year, not now.
Think about this, OG. I think it is 100% true.
Yeah.
I think my question is this. I don't necessarily think Mike McCarthy would feel undermined because, he knows Jerry Jones. I just feel like I would think that this is the thing. Coming to Dallas, Mike had to have known all this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Jerry has been this way for 30 years.
Yeah.
Jerry he's been he's been the same guy for 30 years. So it's like I can't blame him for anything you getting involved with a guy that's been the same way.
Well, let's look at it. He undermined Jimmy Johnson. He tried to undermine Parcells. He undermined Campo. He undermined Jason Garrett. He undermined Kellen Moore to a sense. It's nothing new. It's just that he, you know what I'm saying? He has a slicker way of saying it or doing it because, he has that, again, the key word is power. You know what I'm saying? If you mad at that because you say something in your press conference and then when Coach McCarthy comes out, he's saying something totally, when Jerry comes out, he says something different than the head coach. You got to know who Jerry is. This is how Jerry talks. So it is what it is. You ain't going to never be on the same page because Jerry is a wild, loose cannon on the microphone. That is nothing new. It's been that way. If that's part of the undermining that we talked about, it could be several things. But if that's what it is, then, some things you just got to get used to.
Hey, my boy Jay Rafa, it's just go on, type on the internet, Dallas Cowboy gaming chair, and they pop up. It's just a matter of how much you want to spend on it. I think this one was like $200. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, but we got ACF in the building. Who is that? The angry Cowboy
There
fan.
he is.
Even
What's
though
going
he
on
looked
with
like
you?
he on the West Coast, he is not on the West Coast. But wherever he at, he looked like he got better weather than all of us.
uh,
Forever.
be playing it. Nah, I'm over on the East Coast, but man, y'all were talking about destinations and everything, and I'm like, man, Hawaii was great. You know,
Hawaii
you
was
were talking about San Antonio and everything, but I was like, man, going over to Hawaii and being there for the first time, it was great.
When was you over there? When was you over there?
I went there for my 5-year anniversary with my wife and my birthday. It was last August.
That's
Yeah.
dope. Hey, I went in COVID hit in 2020. We were supposed to go in 2020 for my mom's 60th birthday, but it hit. So we went the next year, which was, I guess, 2021. And I loved it there too. One of the dopest things, like I thought Pacific water was warm. Hawaii water is another, like, bro, listen, their water, like, there were times where I went to the beach in regular clothes and end up in the water just because the water feels so good, bro. Like, you end up
Yeah.
just like, you know what, man, I'm about to roll my pants up real quick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It was so nice.
So, yeah, and I'm going to tell you this right here. There's a lot of Cowboy fans in Hawaii, too. There's a lot of Cowboy fans in Hawaii. A
Man.
lot of Cowboy fans, because I had 2 Cowboy fans pull up 2 different times, pull up on me and take me to lunch. So, you know, salute to those Cowboy fans that was out there. But there's a gang of Cowboy fans in Hawaii. That's why
Yes.
Terry went play that preseason game there too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel, and I've seen reports on this, that Jerry Jones actually picked Oxnard because it extends the fan base. Now, when we have games over, you know, in Los Angeles, we got more Cowboys fans over there than Rams fans.
Facts.
And Charger.
And I'm gonna tell you the number one reason too why they have training camp in California. You wanna know why? Because in July and August, Oxnard, California is probably the only place in the world that is so cool, and they don't even have central air conditioning. Like that's I'm serious, and these are brand new luxury. Imagine buying a brand new $3 million condo and it does not have central air conditioning. You want to know why? Because you do not need it.
Wow.
It is a unneeded
Right off water.
bro. It literally in Oxnard, it is never over 78. Never. So they can literally practice from 10, and you got to remember they're doing 2 o'clock. They're doing 2 practices a day. You know what I'm saying? Now some people be like, "Oh, well the Cowboys need to be rougher. They need to be outside." I'm like, "Well, when do they actually play in 106-degree weather?
Yeah.
Right.
When
Right.
we going to Miami this year?
Right.
Now, if you're the Miami Dolphins, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
don't know.
But if you're the Dallas Cowboys, go to California, practice all day.
Oh yeah.
I have caught myself saying, like, you know, toward the end of the season, if we're playing a northern team or something, like, go up there a few days early, get acclimated to the weather. You know,
Cold weather, yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So hey,
Big time, man. What's going on, Big Time? How you doing? I'm sorry, I didn't say hello when I came in. What's
Man,
going
you
on,
ain't
Big
got
Time?
to. On this show, you just fall in, man. You ain't gotta say, "Hey, you know we good." What's
yeah,
up with?
this is like when you walk into the homie house and they eating dinner, you just sit down.
Just sit down. Bro.
Yeah, just sit down, bro. Like, what is you doing? You know where the plates is.
We look. Everybody know we like each other. We good.
Just walk in, get a plate, and sit down. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna look
Yeah.
weird if you sit on the couch without a plate.
Hey, we good.
Mama gonna
Man.
be like, "What? You ain't hungry? My food ain't good
Yeah.
enough."
Yeah. Always good to see you, though, boy.
You
Always
guys
good
as
to see you,
well.
man.
So, yo, tell me what's your thoughts on this? So, angry Cowboy fan, you always angry, you always pissed off. But my uncle says better be pissed off than pissed on, right? So, is Mike McCarthy so pissed off that he talking to the media right now?
See, I don't think so, but at the same time, I can see where it's coming from. But
Yeah.
like you guys were saying, you know, people are kind of starving for that Dallas Cowboy content, so they're going to try and get content anywhere that they can. And what better way than to just say something blatantly obvious? If you are a Cowboys fan, it is blatantly obvious that Jerry Jones has his hand in the cookie jar all the time, every time. Is it right? No, it's not right. But we know that. So somebody coming with a report saying that Mike McCarthy he's fed up. Like, okay, you're just telling me that water is wet, you know?
Hey, there was a report that came out that the angry Cowboy fan is extremely angry. We need to
mad
talk about
rapper.
this. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the angry guy. Hey, I got this. Man, you gotta create a drop for that. Because man, listen to me. This our third playoffs, yo. Our third playoffs. Hey, if you over 35 and you listen to Biggie Smalls, you know where that came from. You know what I'm saying? It's my fourth album, yo, my fifth album. That Ready to Die shit. Yeah, it was John Blazing. It was John Blazing. It was all right. But I got way more John Blazing shit than that.
Yeah.
That was the first hater on a radio show too. All
Wow.
right, so I like what you were saying too, because you kind of hit it on both angles, and that's really, really true, man. Like that is the ploy of the media now. You know what I'm saying? That's the ploy, and it's like you can't an absolute lie. If somebody would have came out and would have been like, Mike McCarthy says he's absolutely enamored with the Cowboys. He doesn't want to go anywhere. Jerry has just been phenomenal to him. You know what that would have been a blip. Listen to me. It wouldn't even have made it to the internet. It would have been on a newspaper. You would have had to turn to page 7.
Yeah.
Go all the way to the bottom. Oh, damn, Mike McCarthy's actually happy in Dallas. Remember, you had to buy the newspaper first to even find this out.
Right.
See, because I'm going to tell you, positive news, it don't travel, bruh.
No.
Nobody gives a damn about your successes. Nobody gives a damn about none of that, bruh.
Actually, positive equals boring.
Yeah, like nobody cares about that. But let some negative stuff come out, and it's firing around the world.
Controversy.
This is my thing right now. Listen, I wish I had this god dang picture. I got to stop doing that. Whenever I see these pictures, I'll be like, I'm going to talk about it. I got to send it to somebody so I can find it. But they had this tier of wins, and the top tier dude was Buffalo's coach, Washington. Lord, I'm going to get it right on the third one. Miami, Shula. He was number 1. In the second, and there was nobody close to him. Second tier, and I'm only going to mention active coach because that's all it was. It was the Chiefs coach.
Andy Reid.
Nobody else active coach in that tier. The next tier, third tier, you had Tomlin and your head coach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this right here. If you're gonna listen to me, if your expectation is that we want to a Super Bowl now, you need a coach that you can expect that from. Listen to me. When you first get married and you 20-something years old, your lady's 26-something, 21 years old, Thanksgiving coming around, your expectation is what? It's not going to taste like Big Mama, but she going to try her little heart off, and we going to all shut up and eat it, right?
Yep.
And it's going to get better every year, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, guess what? Big Mama's actually coming for Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
Expectation got to go up a little, right? So my question is this. We still want to go to the playoffs next year. We still want to win a Super Bowl next year. Those expectations are not going to change, bruh.
No.
Even if you change the head coach, bruh.
No.
So guess what? Even if Big Mama cook or your new wife cook, bruh, we still need to eat good on Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So my question is, you get rid of your head coach. Where do you find a guy in his interview can legitimately tell you, I'm going to come in here, we're going to the playoffs, we're winning the division, and we're winning a Super Bowl. No, that's too much. We're going to the NFC Championship game, and I'm doing all that in my first year. You know what he's going to do? He's going to sit back. He's going to cross his legs, and he's going to ask for $20 million a year. Because any coach that can guarantee me that, I'm giving you $20 million a year. You want to know why? Because coaches' salaries don't count against my salary cap. Any coach that can guarantee that, how much is that worth? Hey, angry Cowboy fan, you went to go buy a helmet for a motorcycle, right? They're going to ask you, take the question when they're going to say, you got the $200 helmets over here? You got the $900 helmets. This is a real situation happening. I said, man, what's the difference? He said, well, how much do you love your head? On your neck.
Yeah.
Like the greatest salesman ever heard in my life, bro. I bought a $750 helmet. I didn't buy the $900, but I bought a $750.
Yeah.
So how much do you value your head being on your neck?
That's real talk, man.
If you only got $200, get that one right there. It'll work fine.
Yeah, I mean that goes into anything in life. Like, how much do you value whatever you're putting yourself into? Like with the content creators, how much do you value that? Are you just gonna put this in? Or are you gonna put that in? And well, I'll be staying up nights. But anyway,
Yeah.
excuse me.
I'm gonna say this because it's deeper than although Wes said as far as description for the coach goes, or at least the expectation, it's deeper than that. Like
Talk to
if
me.
you talking about getting rid of McCarthy because of a non-championship, that's what we talking about. It ain't because he ain't winning. So let's get that straight. The man has changed the culture.
Yeah.
Um, he's brought consistency
And I
to
love
this organization without a doubt. Uh, so if that's not it, then you got to tell me what the alternative is. And then if you're talking about some of these established people that a lot of people talk about, the Belichicks and the Mike Vrabels of the world, well, then the next element come into play. Bill Belichick ain't coming here to be no puppet. Let's get that straight. Bill Belichick got diamonds on his finger. Matter of fact, he got about 6. Once you add in his assistant coaches' rings from the Giants and all that type of stuff with Parcells, the man got at least about 8 or 9 rings on his finger, and he did it his way, especially in New England, where he was the general manager because the owner gave him that power, and he was the head coach. So you really believe Bill Belichick is going to come here just to be the head coach and that's it? No, sir. That ain't going to happen. That's not going to happen at all. He is not trying to come here to take, that's just not the way that he's built, y'all. So it ain't him. Vrabel hadn't won anything, but Vrabel comes from Bill Belichick. He's a strong arm guy. That's really your better chance because it ain't the Belichick type. Belichick ain't coming here to take second fiddle. You can't go to Bill Belichick and say, "Hey, we're gonna fire every coach, but you got to keep this one." That's what happened with Mike McCarthy. You got to keep your head off. You got to keep him because we like him. Bill Belichick will tell y'all, man, if y'all don't get y'all been trying this for 30 years, man, get out of my face. It's either gonna be my way or y'all find y'all another head coach. So that's not it. So what's the alternative? That's the only thing I'm saying, because if you're gonna be a Cowboy coach, are you willing to be a puppet? Are you willing to let Jerry dictate everything to you? Are you okay with Jerry running his mouth and you can't run your mouth, and you got to kind of go to the back seat and try to figure out everything? That's what that is more than just coaching football here in Dallas. It's a lot of other stuff that goes along with all of that. So that's what I got to say about it. I don't know. Some young coach in college would love it. Some young coach would say, "Oh my God, the Dallas Cowboy job. Oh my God, yeah, woo, yeah, I do it. Whatever you want me to do, I just coach." That ain't gonna get you nothing.
Hey, I have this up right here. I have this up right here because I just thought it was funny to me. I just thought it was funny, right? And what it is the active playoff droughts in the last 12, 13 years, right? The Jets, Broncos, Detroit Lions, Carolina Panthers, Atlanta Falcons, and Houston Texans, right? Now I'm gonna tell you this right here. Out of all those 6 teams with some of the longest droughts, Miami's on there too, but they've been going to the playoff series lately. Man, Houston Texans probably the only coach on there that got a secure job. Bruh, if you fire Mike McCarthy, I'm gonna tell you what's really gonna happen, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you fire Mike McCarthy right now next year or don't re-sign him, you're gonna play him 2 times a year. You want to know why? Because the New York Giants would absolutely love to have what they've given him.
Yes, sir.
I know half the NFL cannot say they've been to the playoffs 3 years and got 2 divisions in the last 3 years. Not half the NFL can't say that. And to be honest with you, it's actually more than half. It's probably only 10 teams, and I don't even think 10 teams. Kansas City Chiefs, Dallas Cowboys, Philadelphia Eagles. Off the top of my head, teams that have been consecutively 3 playoffs.
Buffalo.
Buffalo. That's 4. Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
That's 5. Remember, there's 32 teams
It's
in the
not
league.
many.
There's 32 teams in the league.
You
So I'm
can't
gonna tell
name
you
about
this right
5
now.
or 6. I
I'm gonna
know
tell
it's
you,
somebody we forgetting, but
we'll round it up to 7.
maybe. Yeah.
We'll round it up to 7, right?
The 49ers, I'm sorry.
49ers. That's
Yeah.
6.
Mm-hmm. That's about it. That's about it.
I don't. Nobody else pops to mind. Now, think about this, right? Out of all those teams that have not had those playoff runs over the last 3 years, how many of those teams would switch out that success for what the Cowboys have right now? And would look, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you took this and gave this to the Giants, you know what the Giants are saying? We're about to sign Mike McCarthy for 10 years.
Extension.
Because I'm gonna tell you this: if he's done this in 3 years, in the next 4 years, he'll get us one.
He'll get a Super Bowl.
He'll get us one. Go ahead, Angry. I
I'll
see you bubbling. I see you bubbling.
I'll keep it a buck. I'll go even further. Even if the Detroit Lions would want this, if they could say that they wanted, if they could look in the future, 3 12-5 seasons, they would want it too. Because this is the first time, that they went. But my thing is pretty much Dallas Cowboys, Cowboys Nation, please, with this whole head coach situation, curb your expectations.
Beautiful.
Every time we go into this type of debate, whether it's Dak Prescott or whether it's the coach, people are shooting for that pie in the sky. We will get Bill Belichick down here. There was a point in time where we would get Tom Brady down here. You got to curb your expectations. Look at it through the lens of business. We're not going to go attain a quarterback that's more expensive than Dak Prescott. That would be stupid. We're not going to go and get a quarterback that is extremely, Dak Prescott's talent is up here and that quarterback is way down here, like between him and Gardner Minshew or something. We're not going to do that. So definitely curb your expectations. We're not going to get the Mahomes or the Joe Burrows and things like that. So who does that leave? As far as quarterback, your best option, and I'd have to say, is extend and draft. Extend Dak, draft the quarterback, develop them, so on and so forth. But Cowboys Nation, curb your expectations, please.
My boy Tim said, is Harbaugh expected to win a Super Bowl in at least 3 years? No. You know what Harbaugh came in and said? He said, listen, we're going to beat Kansas City at least once. Let's start there. Can we start there?
Yeah, let's start at wrong number 1.
Think about this. Listen to me. If you're the Los Angeles Chargers, you got to think about this. You have to put there in proper perspective. Jim Harbaugh, all he has to do is win a division title.
Oh, man. Beat Mahomes one time?
Title.
Oh, my God.
I mean,
win a division, because right now it's looking like the Chargers might never win a division title unless Patrick Mahomes get hurt.
Is it? It's looking just like the New England Patriots in the AFC East with Brady was there all the time. It's looking that way.
And I'm gonna tell you this right now. That is a team where I can see if Mike McCarthy doesn't get re-signed in Dallas, that's a team where I can see he can going.
Patriots.
The Patriots.
Yeah.
Because they're okay with that regime. They're okay with that.
They know they're in a rebuild. They know they are. And they know that he brings a culture. See, y'all, sooner or later, you got to call it like it is. No, he has not won the Super Bowl, but y'all going to the top of the ladder, too fast. Let's go back down the ladder and let's investigate the steps. Did he change the culture? The culture that we had was we were inconsistent. We may go to the playoffs one year. We'll skip the next 2. We'll go to 1. All that stuff. Jason Garrett, y'all remember 8-8, 8-8, 8-8, 8-8. This is what he changed the culture. And if it weren't for Dak Prescott breaking his ankle one year, he would have been the only coach that came in and would have been the only coach to win double-digit wins every year he was a coach. This just ain't no question about it. This dude is he's changed the culture. He wins games. Bottom line, I don't know what people are looking for. I'm sorry. I'm not saying, and if you give me a better alternative, then I'll listen. But how many better alternatives is really out there than a Mike McCarthy? Seriously.
Yeah.
Here's the Super Bowl. Just a straight handout.
Yeah.
Like I said in one of my videos, if you play video games, if you play 2K or Madden or whatever, you know whenever you create a player, you can either grind through the game or you could just go in there and just make them all 99s. People just trying to
Joe said,
make
how do
all
we know? He
99s.
said, Joe says, how do we know? Giving it all, because I'm gonna ask you, when was the last time when was the last time you just go look at the success we had with Jason Garrett? Like, we have consecutive playoff runs with Jason Garrett? No, we didn't. So that's why you have to give credit to the head coach. You got to.
Let's explore this, because I would like, since people are saying that, put up Tim's comment, Wes. It's the last one. Tim, you on the dance floor. Because this is what here's my question to you. Here's my question. You can't trade for a championship quarterback because the organization not giving up.
There's only one active championship quarterback right now.
And that's Patrick Mahomes.
That's Patrick Mahomes.
All right. So really what you're saying, Tim,
Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson.
Yeah. Russell Wilson. What is your alternative? That's what I want to know. Because you can't trade. I mean, so if you're saying you want a championship quarterback, what are you talking about? If you like Jalen Hurts is not going anywhere. He's Philadelphia. If you're talking about Burrow ain't going nowhere. They keeping him. You understand? If you're talking about Josh Allen, he ain't no championship quarterback. See what I'm saying? I want to know if you're talking about Jordan Love. Jordan Love not a championship quarterback. You talking about upside. Upside don't mean nothing. Potential don't mean nothing. We talking about production. So what is your alternative? It ain't in the draft. I mean, eventually somebody in the draft is going to be a Super Bowl quarterback. We know that. But you're not turning the keys over to a young kid just coming out of college. It sure ain't Trey Lance. So let's get that right. It ain't him. So I tell me what the alternative is. Dak leaves, what is your answer? A bridge quarterback? What I'm saying, what is your answer? If you're talking about you need a championship quarterback. Go ahead, Angry.
That's my thing. You need a championship quarterback. Like, we can, go out to the store and buy one. Like, y'all don't understand that the draft is exactly that. It's the draft. It's the luck of the draw. We can do all this scheming and stuff on the board and whatever, who we might get, but that person, like we saw in this last draft, might be gone. So right now, you have a quarterback that has helped lead his team 12-5, 3 different seasons. You look at, and I know people hate statistics and everything, blah, 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 but when you look at the last 50 games with Patrick Mahomes, they were almost identical, and you ask for a Patrick Mahomes style player, but when they give you the numbers, you don't want it because he hasn't made it exactly to where we want him to be. We want the team to be, and we got to get that straight too. Like, it's a team effort. Dak Prescott can throw the prettiest spirals. He can escape the pocket as much as he wants to, get it out. But if people can't block for him on the right side, like Steele did last year, he was having a hard time out after the injury. Or Tyler Biotish in his lap all the time. Your quarterback is working for you with what he has.
I don't get it. I see what you said, Tim. You said, well, we know it's not Dak. Well, you really didn't answer my question. I understand, because the facts say that Dak hasn't won a championship. We all know that. But what is your alternative if you're talking about getting rid of him? Are you telling me that you want a bridge quarterback and wait for somebody? You draft one and let them learn? I mean, I don't know what your alternative is, because if you're going to throw away a quarterback that's still in his prime and is a good quarterback, you got to tell me what the alternative is. You know what I'm saying? You just can't throw him away talking about, hey, well, we got rid of Dak. We got rid of the problem. No, you didn't get rid of the problem. You just created one.
You got better luck in the draft to draft a dope running back, a dope wide receiver, and a dope left tackle before you have the chance to get a dope quarterback.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I love my comments, man, because somebody said something, and I was actually trying to practice not cutting people off. And guess what? Someone, my boy Marcus, answered. He said exactly what I was gonna say. Talking about Tampa Bay got in the playoffs with 8 wins, bro. You are not getting in the playoffs in the NFC East with 8 wins. You might not get in with 10. What is you talking about, bro? We damn near almost send 3 teams to the playoffs every year, bro.
Yeah. It's not gonna happen. You might get away with that in the AFC South or somewhere.
So you basically saying you think the Eagles gonna win 7 games. I don't even like the Eagles this year, and I do not believe they're gonna. I believe they're gonna win 10 games. I do.
Yeah.
I just don't believe they're gonna win 2 versus the Cowboys. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn what they do with the rest of the NFL.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know they 8-3 versus us, though. Congratulations on their success, right?
Yeah.
I
can understand if the quarterback was 38 years old or something like that. This dude 30 years old, man.
Dak, listen to me. Dak baby still drinking breast milk. What is you talking about, bro?
I mean, come on, man.
He's like young. I have people trying to play him, and this is the thing about Dak. Like this theoretically should be the best Dak that we see. You know what I'm saying? Because listen to me, man. You think you are hustling or grinding in, man. When you start getting some kids up under your ass, boy. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see the statistic between how a quarterback play as a single man versus once he get married. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now, Tony Romo was a totally different dude when he found Miss Candace, boy.
Tony
Romo took care of that ball when he got married.
Yeah, exactly.
Why? Because you have bigger things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have bigger things. You have different things that you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's a good decision. When you make good decisions in life, it tends to help you make decisions on the field and get decisions in every place else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just want to know. I mean, I see everybody throwing up the usual arguments. I really, and all your arguments are true in essence. I'm asking a legit question that ain't nobody answered my question. Nobody answered it. What is the alternative? If y'all talking about okay, I thank you, kid Cowboy. You said Purdy. Purdy ain't done nothing. What has he done? I mean, I'm sorry. He been to the Super Bowl. I give you that.
But you guys aren't trying to go. You're trying to win. So
but check it out.
You can't give them credit for not winning it because if we go to the Super Bowl and lose, it doesn't matter. So you can't keep giving these quarterbacks credit for going and not even what you guys.
Purdy, if I ask you who are the difference makers for the 49ers on offense, Purdy is going to be in your top 5 and maybe 5 or 6. I'm going to name 4 people who are ahead of him, which is not the case for the kind of quarterback that you're trying to make him to be. McCaffrey, Debo, Kittle, Ayuk.
I'll put Kyle
Trent Williams. That's 5 right there off the top. Then maybe Purdy. When you're talking about the kind of quarterback play that y'all talking about, the quarterback is usually number 1.
That's all on one offense.
You see what I'm saying? Come on now. When if Dak had that type of supporting cast and West and Angry Cowboy fan, let's throw this in. The number 1 defense in the league, or number 2 or 3.
He said,
stop
We're not reading no more of Tim's comments because Tim had to have had an argument with his lady this morning. He just wanted a little attention. I love you, Tim, but I got too much faith in what we've said in the past to allow today to judge who you are and your intelligence. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna just save him. He had a bad day this morning because he all over the place. Tim, I love you, but I ain't gonna let them continue to do you like this.
Let me show you what my alternative is. If I'm getting rid of Dak, do y'all hear me? Listen to me good. And y'all gonna laugh or whatever, but this is what I'm saying. If I'm gonna get rid of Dak, you got to go give me a Jimmy Garoppolo type quarterback. Do y'all understand what I said there? What do we know about Jimmy G? Jimmy G, no matter where he been, most of the time, especially with the 49ers, he won. He carried his team to the Super Bowl. He didn't win it, but he won. I'm just trying to figure out that's what kind of bridge quarterback I'm talking about. Don't come here and talk about no Trey Lance. If you're talking about winning, now if y'all want to go back to the wilderness and want to walk around in the wilderness and just struggle, then I get it, the Trey Lance thing. But if you're talking about winning, Give me. See right there. Now here we go with the stuff.
OG, I'm gonna just tell you this. I'm gonna nip this in the butt right now. I'm gonna nip this in the butt, and I'm gonna bring this all around in a circle. Right. The last 2 quarterbacks that we've had, you know how we did them? We found them.
We found him.
Dak Prescott,
Pile of
found
rooks.
him. Tony Romo, you 3 years he sat on your bench and you found him,
Undrafted.
undrafted. I'm gonna tell you this right now. What the Cowboys have shown me is that they are not about to pay for a quarterback. So I'm gonna tell you this right now. Without Dak Prescott, listen, the thought of getting a guy better than Dak is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because 1, it's not possible, and 2, Jerry's not gonna do it. If Jerry's not gonna pay Dak, why would he pay a guy better than him?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. So that argument's dead.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna tell you this right here. Your success from this year, Dak is gonna win you at least, let's say 10 games, 12 games. 12 games. Guess what? You're pick 23, pick 24. Do you honestly think that the Dallas Cowboys at 24 are gonna spend that on a quarterback? Think about this. The year that we were supposed to draft a quarterback, 2016, you know what we did? At the 4th overall pick, we drafted a what? Running back.
Yeah.
And drafted Dak in the 4th round. And we suited up Tony Romo after an injury.
Yeah.
That's what we did in 2016. You remember how you guys don't remember 2015? 2015 is almost like like it's so funny because we talk about 2014 because we had the what? Dez catch. You talk about the 2016 season because of the what? The rookie season back in Zeke. What happened in 2015?
Yeah.
Can somebody tell me my record?
Yeah.
It's almost like that season don't exist.
Yeah, I blocked it out.
Everybody blocks out 2015. You go from 2014 to 2016. You want to know why? Because you had Tony Romo healthy for 14 games, and you had Dak healthy for 16 games. What did you have in 2015? See, that's what Cowboy fans like to do. Like we have selective memory. We just selectively forget stuff that doesn't pertain to what we're talking about right now. The Cowboys, if they do not re-sign your quarterback, we are going back to the same way we find quarterbacks every year. And I'm going to tell you this right here. There better be a stud in the 4th round. And then on top of that, your backup quarterback had better break his ankle. Because if all that happens, you might not even let him play. Because I'm going to tell you this right here. Dak was your 3rd string quarterback. Technically, first day of camp, because I was there, he was your 4th string quarterback. You want to know why? Because they had a Showers. I forget it. Shoulders.
Yeah.
Remember him? Y'all was so in love with that light-skinned boy. Remember?
Yes.
They switched him from quarterback to what? Safety. That's how Dak got the 3rd string job. Yeah. Then Tony Romo got hurt.
And again, Kellen Moore got hurt.
Kellen Moore broke his ankle walking on the field. Jesus. Listen.
Walking on the field.
Well, time out. Hold up. Listen, Lord. It be the small blessings. That's all I got to say. Sometimes you got to thank him. You know what I'm saying? Like your car don't stop, but it prevents you from getting into an accident that you didn't even know you were supposed to get into. Like that's God working. You be like, God dang, Lord, how you break that boy ankle? He was walking on the field.
Said nah.
I told you Jesus is a Cowboy fan. He didn't want to see 2 he didn't know. He said, no, put Dak in. No. They obviously ain't gonna give him a chance. So let me the same thing God did, the same thing Jesus did at the party. You know what I'm saying? That ankle just went
And it's not so much.
Go ahead, Ang. I'm sorry.
Real quick, it's not so much, and I've seen this in the comments section. Dak love today. It's not so much of Dak love as it is opposed to common sense. You know, just like from a football standpoint. I'm not saying that I'm not trying to disrespect anybody as far as saying the common sense thing, but as far as a football IQ, it's like if you get rid of this great player, and y'all can have that debate or whatever, but if you get rid of this great player and you don't have an answer, your team is going to suffer.
For years.
Like, bare bones, take Dak Prescott out of it. If you take one of your best players on your team and get rid of them, whether it's Micah, whether it's CD, you are going to be stagnant at a point. And at the quarterback position, this is why we are so passionate about just pump the brakes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna tell you this, kid Cowboy. I'm gonna tell you this right here because I know you're just randomly grabbing stats right now. Find me a team that's not the Chiefs that find me a team because the Cowboys are 2-5 in the last 7, I guess the last 5 years in the playoffs. Find me a team that's not the Chiefs that has a positive record in the playoffs. Because you know that's an oxymoron, right? Because you can't have a positive record in a win or go home tournament unless you're winning the tournament.
Yeah.
You know that, right? That's impossible. It's impossible to have a winning record in the playoffs if you're not winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
How could you be winning more games than you're losing and not actually winning the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Unless you're a team that ain't been in the Super Bowl in forever. So, some of the listen to me. Some of the rationalization that Cowboy fans listen to me. It just boils down to the fact that you want to win, and you want to win now. But I'm gonna tell y'all this: you gotta stop blaming the wrong people. Like I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. Y'all was mad at OJ for 25 years, and the real killer's still running around here. I mean, I'm sorry. Like the real killer out here with good hair, good cholesterol, he's gonna live forever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real.
Yeah.
Like I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Let that go, man.
Man,
Like,
let me mute my bike. I gotta laugh, man.
Hey, y'all. I'm just being real though. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, I'm gonna tell you that happens in Dallas so often. 2015 happened. You know what we did? 2016 happened. You know what we did? You let Dez go. You know what I'm saying? Like we always punish the wrong guy. 2017. We always punish the wrong guy. You know what I'm saying? Think about this. In 2000, when we fired all our all our coaches, when we fired Kellen Moore, right? You know who else they fired? The running back coach. Well, bro, you had Zeke 3 years rushing leader. Your backup running back, Tony Pollard. Guess what? John Brown, rest in peace, lost his job, bro.
Yeah.
They fired. And think about this. They fired on 16 coaches they had on staff. They fired 15 of them. Guess who was the only coach that made it? Kellen.
Yep.
Out of 16 coaches, Kellen
was forced on to Mike McCarthy.
He was out of. You're telling me they fired 6? They had 15 dudes.
Position
They
coach.
fired 15 of them, and the only dude that made it was Kellen Moore. Bruh, stop it.
Exactly.
Boy, stop it.
Exactly. Somebody asked the question, what is Trey Lance status? Trey Lance did not get picked. His contract did not get picked up by the Cowboys. They weren't going to pay him $25 million.
Nope.
And so they didn't they didn't extend him. So he's also one of those players that is on the last year of his deal. And so everybody loved Trey, but Trey better have a real good preseason to even have a conversation about him. It's not automatic that the Cowboys are going to sign him again. And to be honest with you, if you sign in Dak, since that's what a lot of people are saying, including the Jones family, if you sign in Dak, you ain't signing Trey Lance. Stop it.
Hey, I'm gonna say. Can I say something? I want to say something real because I want to kill this narrative real quick. You are smoking crack if you honestly think my grandpa Jerry Jones is going to give a damn about some preseason games when it comes to giving you a contract for years to come.
Exactly.
Like, what are you? Listen to me. You are not smoking what West Coast is smoking. And listen to me. A side note, I'll take an ounce. Just text me later on. 909-301-7804. Whatever it is you smoking that got you thinking that, give me an ounce. I got it. That's good shit right there. But on the back to the top level, you are smoking, bruh. Listen to me. Jerry does not pay dudes off of regular season games. And you think he's going to give him $25 million off of preseason? That is not marijuana. It's not. You know what? I'm a pass. I'm a pass.
Yeah, right.
I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that.
Yeah, man. Absolutely right. I have a feeling this is what's gonna happen. It's like, yeah, if he balls out in preseason, y'all still think that's the a good sample size for a quarterback.
In the NFL, though.
You're right.
In the
Like
NFL.
those games, the preseason is going to be more of a hopefully we can get some collateral. Hopefully we can get something for Trey Lance, or the preseason is going to show them that, okay, if we extend Dak Prescott, he can be our quarterback going on for the future, as opposed to we're going to have to go to the draft and get one. So I think that's what's going to happen with Trey.
Let me ask this question. This kid Cowboy holding up the flag of Trey Lance. Let's just say, for instance, we go by your plan. Trey Lance is the quarterback for 2025, pretty much, with mostly everybody back. But does the Cowboys win double-digit wins next year with Trey Lance? That's all I want to know. You type it in. Y'all go ahead.
And you got to think like this, OG. On a business standpoint, we're selling tickets with the thought that we're going to be a playoff team next year. That's something that people don't be thinking about.
Yeah.
Right? Like the price of these tickets for next year are based on the fact that Dak is going to be there. I'm going to tell y'all this right here. If Dak Prescott's not on this roster, you will see a difference in that price. Just like you saw a difference in that stadium when the Dallas Cowboys was not winning and it was 26,000 people in that goddamn stadium. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real with you. So, listen, them ticket prices is going up. Are you paying to go see Trey Lance and the Dallas Cowboys? Okay. And I'm going to ask you this question. How does Trey Lance jump Cooper Rush, who has 4 NFL
Bingo.
wins? Like, that's crazy.
Breaking news. I got breaking news. Breaking news. Cooper Rush is better than Trey Lance.
And he ain't laying down, just giving him his job, giving the job away. Here you go. You can have a QB too.
And he's cheaper.
That's the thing. In order to determine Trey Lance's value, you got to allow him to test free agency, because he's going to be a free agent coming up this year. Unless you give him they can try to slide him. We'll give you $2 million. Nah, I'm testing free agency to see what I can get. And if he can't get that $2 million, then he's gonna come back to Dallas wanting the $2 million. So there's a chance that you might lose Trey Lance this coming off season.
Okay. Oh, Tim says no way, big time. Well, here's your problem with that, Tim. The coaching staff say that Cooper Rush is better because simply he's the second quarterback. Dak Prescott gets hurt. Guess who comes in? Not Trey Lance.
My
Cooper
question
Rush.
is, what makes you say that he's better?
I don't know what he's done to make you say right now. I say he's not better than Sam Darnold.
But you know what's crazy? Facts. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? This is, and I'm going to leave y'all with this. This is just a coincidence that I've noticed. This is just simply a coincidence. People that have a very high disdain for Dak Prescott have a very high, projection or ceiling or desire for Trey Lance to succeed. Yeah. And I'm like, that's crazy, because you don't see that at any other position.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
You just started something right there with that one. That's the truth.
Yeah.
And I know that kind of went over some people's head, and it was supposed to. You know what I'm saying?
They want him to fail.
I'm just crazy. Like, you want Trey Lance to be everything that Dak is currently right now, but you don't like Dak. Like, my question is this, last question, and this goes to Tim, my people who honestly feel that answer this question. Does Trey Lance give you a better chance at winning your division, beating the Eagles? Because you got to remember, part of the reason that the Dallas Cowboys beat the Eagles is because Dak Prescott drops damn near 300 yards on them every time he plays them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm going to tell y'all this right now. Listen to me. I will be transparent. We got to figure out the 49ers. We do. That is a defense. That is a defense that frustrates our offense. You want to know why? Because they're a defense that's built to beat our offense, or at least what we were trying to do. They have a violent linebacker that plays real middle linebacker. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you this right here. Since the Dallas Cowboys don't even practice against a real middle linebacker, when they see one, they're like, oh, my God. Yeah, that's what they do. They don't. That's what I'm saying. Because listen, like, we're up here, you know what I'm saying? Our middle linebacker is a safety. I'm pretty sure Dak's tearing his ass up, and no, Diddy. I'm pretty sure Dak's tearing his ass up at practice. But I'm going to tell you, something that people aren't even thinking about, this is coming from the Lord, too. This is a good show. Dak going to get better just having Eric Kendricks at practice.
No question.
Why? Because now he has a middle linebacker that he has to actually understand where. Because before, I'm gonna tell you the first thing the first thing you do on offense as a quarterback and a center is do what? Identify the mic.
Exactly.
See, we
That's
talk.
what
See,
they say.
now,
Number 50 is the mic.
see, listen, that's that. Listen to me. That's that. We go into that next level of football talk. If this ain't where this is where you got to get off, we understand. You know what I'm saying? We climbing right now.
Yeah.
First thing you got to do is identify the what? Mic.
The mic linebacker.
Well, guess what? At practice, the first thing Dak's been doing is identifying who? A safety.
Yeah.
A safety playing middle linebacker. Now he's going to identify what? A real middle linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
So Eric Kendricks is going to make Dak even better. And that's a fact, right?
Yeah.
Now, I was saying this, right? The 49ers defense is a defense that is and they have good cornerback play, right?
And don't forget the edge.
And
The
they
edge
rush well. So it is 100% a defense. It's a defense that's
on every level. On every level.
It's the best defense in football. Now
Yeah.
think about this. When we went to San Francisco, y'all was literally asking Dak to go into San Francisco and beat the number one defense in football at home. That already is a task. One thing I will say, we're still trying to figure out the 49er defense, which beats on everybody's ass. They beat everybody. You know what I'm saying? Kansas City damn near didn't figure them out to the last moment.
Yeah.
Kansas City barely figured them out.
Yeah.
Brock
They
Purdy
shut down Mahomes.
man. It was Fred Warner that kept them in that game, bruh.
They shut Mahomes down.
They barely figured them out, bruh.
Yeah.
And
now think about this. But I'm gonna tell you one defense the Cowboys Dak has figured out. Motherfucking Eagles, bruh.
That's 30 points a game every game.
30, bruh. 30 piece. 30
for years. For years. For years. For years. Go ahead, gang.
Man, this was fire, bruh.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, but I saw one correction. That was the kid. You're absolutely right. Trey Lance was the starter on the 49ers, but he lost his job to he lost to Mr. Irrelevant and Purdy. And then he also became the third string quarterback behind Sam Darnold. So that ought to show you something. He lost his job to Sam Darnold and the last drafted person in the whole draft.
I mean, I'm going to tell you the number one thing that says about Trey Lance is this. The Dallas Cowboys made him his third string quarterback last year, meaning that there was no chance that he could even play in a game. So when the Cowboys were actually trying to aggressively win games and win a Super Bowl in the middle of a season, you know what they did? They put Trey Lance in a position where he could not play. That's all I got to say. Jerry don't even believe in him. Jerry, listen to me. You know how many times, when you're a billionaire, you know how many there's a video on Michael Jackson walking through one of his garages and just all this random stuff that he just bought. His dude had $140,000 statue of a horse and it's just sitting up there just collecting dust. Listen to me. When you're a billionaire and you have power, or you just buy stuff all the time, bruh. Listen, we're not even billionaires. Some of us ain't even thousandaires. But guess what? A bunch of y'all gonna buy Snickers today. Why? Because they're right there. I ain't had Snickers in about 2 years, man. Give me a Snickers, man.
Yeah.
Bro, when you're a billionaire, you do stuff, bruh. It don't have meaning to it.
My bad. My wife came into the room and she was like, I want you to see this. And she showed me that September 28th, Public Enemy gonna be close. She's like, "You want to go to it?" I'm like, "Shoot, why not?" Public Enemy.
Gotta. Hey, do some content there too. You need it. Everything is content now, man. Everything is content. Yeah. Everything. I did a non-Cowboy video 2 days ago. I did 26,000 views. I said, "Wow." So you mean the people tell me the people that be watching Cowboy stuff be watching other stuff too? Okay, I figured it out. Might have figured out something. You know what I'm saying? Because we blessed in other aspects in life. That's all I'm saying. Okay. They be wanting us to shut up and talk Cowboys. I be like, damn, I know about other stuff too. You know what I'm saying? But yo, man, we've been on here for an hour and 30 minutes, man. It's been a good show, man. I appreciate everybody that's come in. Angry Cowboy fan, let them know where you at. Let them know when you dropping your next content.
Yes, sir. The Angry Cowboys fan over at the Angry Cowboys fan on YouTube. You can find me on X2, The Real ACF. Probably going to be dropping something later on today. If not going live tonight, then tomorrow, definitely.
Yes,
Awesome.
sir. And I'm gonna tell you, we have an open door policy. So whenever you go live, if you lonely, and I be so lonely, all you got to do is hit us on the phone, man. We ask for a 5 minute, you know what I'm saying, grace period. But other than that, man, shoot, if we available, I'll jump on. I don't be tripping. Honestly, with me, as long as I have time to add my channels, I don't care.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
I'll definitely shoot y'all, ahead of time. Some
You know what I mean? Because we don't even do that to everybody else. We just be in the middle of our show. You want to get on?
Yeah. Like, what you doing? What you doing?
yeah,
So we
definitely.
trying to be better in 2024. All right, big time. Where you next content? Where they find you at?
Big time show on Facebook, YouTube, and just type in the Big Time Show. Subscribe there or like the page. Turn on those live notifications when I'm coming on. I will not be live today, so that means probably tomorrow morning around this time, probably West again. I'll be on at that particular time unless something goes, breaking news or something like that. However, I will probably do a video today, just a little small video. So just be looking for that, and we'll go with that. But my regular time for sure, Saturday at 3 o'clock Central Time, I'll be doing my live show for sure as of now on Saturday. I know there's a lot of time in, but hey, I'll be live with West and whoever else he decided to bring on here. And we'll roll like that. Appreciate everybody. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
Hey, man, and you guys already know what it is over here, man. It's your boy West Coast, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. We talk Cowboys, but we going to be talking life on here every now and then, too. You want to know why? Because we don't play for almost 2 months, bruh. And I promise you this right now, all these rumors and all these things that they say is going on right now, Jerry in the middle of a yacht right now, just listening like, damn, I did say that? When did I say that? I feel like Mike McCarthy woke up and was like, damn, when did I say that? You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we all need some content. We going to give it to you. I appreciate y'all. Last thing I'm gonna tell y'all is this, man. If you know more about football, I need you. And if I know more about football, you need me. We all need each other. Y'all already know what it is. Never look down because stars